What is going on, everybody? It is Craig, and we're back with movie number 5-4. And you can tell from the thumbnail, it's not Blood and Honey 2, and it would be too early for it to be Maxine. So it's a curveball. The curveball is Camp Pleasant Lake. Now, admittedly, I was going to Amazon. I was logged into my Prime, and I'm looking for Winnie the Pooh 2, because it is there. But then I stumbled across this first. I saw it's 2024. I'm like, let me look at the preview, and it was my kryptonite. Because for me, when it comes to horror movies, my single favorite niche is give me a slasher in the woods. Period. Give me a slasher in the woods. I like tons of other things, obviously, but that's the one I know I can throw on some sort of slasher, guy in a mask running around. I'm in, and that's what this trailer looked like. Plus, then I'm looking and I'm seeing more and more names. Bonnie Aarons is in it. The Nun. Alex Divoff is in it, Wishmaster. He was also in The Hatred. Don't sleep on that movie, The Hatred. I actually have a review. I did a Hatred back in the day, and you can go back and watch it. The Hatred isn't a must-see movie by any stretch, but it does have a scene in it that might be one of the top 5 scary scenes in the movie, in my opinion. And it's very subtle, but if you've seen it, comment down below if you think you know what it is. So the premise of this movie is there are 2 children traveling with their parents. The kids are going to camp. The parents are supposed to be going to couples counseling. Some stuff I don't fully get. Like, this director is a director who, he wrote and directed this film, okay? So he's one of those where you're pulling double duty. And I'm like, I've liked a lot of what he had. Thomas Walton is the guy's name. And I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if this is a new guy. And let me check out. I looked at his other movies, and I have seen a few. And it makes sense, because he has a very specific style. The style is suspension of freaking disbelief. Because there's a lot of stuff. Room 9, They Made Us Killers, both Scott Taylor Compton movies. Also have Michael Berryman, Kane Hodder, a slew of other people in them too. Sort of just like this. So I imagine he's well entrenched in the horror community. You get a lot of the names sort of popping up in this stuff. But the problem with this movie is the kids were being bullied by people at the camp. Yes, being bullied by people at the camp. And the people at the camp knew they were abducted, didn't say anything. 20 years later, the exact same kids who were at the camp happened to be counselors. Like, all of them together. Like, they never... That's a little suspension of disbelief by me. Also, one of the reasons they kill not only the people who abducted them and all that, because most of them were dead before this movie even started, other than Lou. What they do is they also freaking kill all the people who bullied them back then. But how were they bullied if the people followed them and killed their parents right away? It's not like they went to... I don't. So there's some nuances there that weren't great, but that's the premise. Kids abducted, parents killed. They did insinuate it, that the girl probably had some, assault things done to her, and then the brother somehow was alive. Him and her, she killed the Alex Divoff and Bonnie Aarons, which is a hell of a feat, right? Somebody in the same movie kills Witchmaster and the Nun, so kudos. And then they still go back and they kill everyone at the camp, like. Here's where the other huge suspension of disbelief. It's a motor camp, so like, oh wait, how dare you exploit this? We'll show you. But literally, at one point, they're killing people, actually at several points, they're killing people directly in front of you. People that you were in a group with, that you were friends with. And you can see the knife enter and the cuts and the gore. And I don't care how dumb you are as to how special effects work. Like, you would not believe that randomly, that knife went, ha, good joke. Oh, look at the organs. How'd that come out? Like, and no one really did anything to fight back. The one guy did, because he got slashed and realized, wait a second, I'm going to get you. And then unfortunately got knocked out. Eventually he got killed. And then after everyone was killed there, the next group of people alive for the camp, and it shows they're going to do it again. They showed Echo kill somebody. They hadn't showed that previously. But I mentioned Alex Divoff and Bonnie Aarons. One of the killers, Jasper, is Jonathan Lipnicki. Why, oh why, I would have loved so much if he did, and he didn't behead anybody in this. Let a throat thrashes, stabbing. I guess the coolest done kill was with like a hot poker. Because it showed pretty well. The rest is normal stabs, the typical stuff you get with organs, intestines being drawn out. But I so wish he like beheaded somebody and like grabbed their brain or cut off their skull and took the brain and said, or the head, hey, the human head weighs 7 pounds, whatever it was he said in freaking Jerry Maguire. I didn't know I needed to see him as a murderer, and he was okay at it. There were moments where they tried to have him killing, and like he's doing like the symphony stuff, but there's music that we hear but no one else hears. So that's like, wait a second. And they did try to like get you off his trail, because they showed somebody kill him from behind. Like he was just a camper at first, like no one knew who he really was. But the problem with that is, every time the killer had on the mask, you saw the freaking blonde hair underneath it. So unless you're figuring out, wait, who is this? Is this a different guy with blonde hair? Is the same guy? No, him and Echo. Plus, you do see them as two in the very beginning, so even if they're trying as a twist. But that was another weird thing, because Echo set some people up. The people were supposed to do special effects. And they stopped, and one was killed, and then the other was just abducted, but eventually killed. But it's like, Echo ran away when her brother came back, killed the person, started screaming, "No! It's your brother. What are you doing?" I don't know. I don't know. It's the movie. It was fine. It was a good movie. Except for, like, there's just so much stuff, and I know it's a slasher film. So Craig, shut up. Why are you taking it so seriously? It's not that I'm taking it seriously. I just have hundreds. Yeah, definitely hundreds of similar movies to compare it to, and so that stuff matters to me. I don't know. Just because you get to see Jonathan Ripnicki as a slasher, and a lot of the acting from them wasn't that bad, and obviously Alex Divoff, gotta love seeing him. Freaking Bonnie Aaron's creepy as hell as Esmeralda. I will give it the 5 out of 10 mark, which means I don't regret seeing it. And like I said, some of the other stuff, the other movies I mentioned, Room 9 and They Made Us Killers, check them out. A lot of suspension of disbelief, but if you can get over that, I think you'll like it. And this is 54 in the books. Thanks for checking it out.